And welcome to the Mobile Matradee Waitlist Matradee How-To Cast. I'm Brandon Munson. Mobile Matradee is a 3-in-1 restaurant solution that optimizes table turns through the power of the mobile phone. Mobile Matradee is the only cell phone pager suite that offers a waitlist management program, a reservation program, a voice and text cell phone pager capability, as well as an optional mobile marketing program that can send text coupons and loyalty promotions to drive business instantly. Mobile Matradee is the only restaurant pager system that uses both voice and text paging. Mobile Matradee is much less expensive than a reservation program or a coaster pager system. There is no capital equipment required. You just need access to our secured web portal through using any web-enabled point-of-sale system, laptop, iPad, iTouch, or PC or tablet. There is no software to load on your server, nor is there any additional cost for tech support. If you have pagers now, you won't need to worry about replacing a single pager with Mobile Matradee. Let's get started on how to use Waitlist Matradee. Your hostess will log on to our waitlist system through her secured login and username. And this is what our waitlist screen looks like. And on the waitlist screen, you will see we have a number of fields that are simple information that we want to collect in order to optimize the waitlist. And in this case, we're going to enter the guest's name. And there's a memo field for a brief description. And party size. We click or tap. Party of 4. A quote time, which is really important. 20 minutes. And this is where we collect the guest cell number. And when we ask the guest for their cell number, we'll ask if they'd like a text or voice message notification when their table's ready. If they don't opt for a voice call, it will automatically default to text. So in this case, I'm going to click finish. And there's Bob. Bob, cowboy hat and big boots. He's a party of 4. His arrive time is 10:32. That's when he checked in or was queued into the system. And here's our cool little timer feature. How long Bob's been waiting, in this case 28 seconds, versus the quote time of 20 minutes. And this is important for the host staff as well as management to really gauge if they're giving the right quote times and how long guests are actually waiting to be seated. In this case, Bob is opted for a text notification. So in this case, when Bob's ready to be seated, we'll click or tap the text button. And here's the edit field and the seating field. Now we have a couple other people in the queue. As you can see, John, his 2 kids, party of 4. He arrived at 10 o'clock, and actually he's been waiting 32 minutes. So he's well over his quote time of 20 minutes. He'll get a text message when we're ready to seat him. And here's Sherry. Sherry has a birthday party. She's call ahead seating. She's in green. And her party looks like she put down 10:45, party of 9. And this arrive button is real handy for call ahead seating because this enables the hostess to continue to seat people without waiting or without worrying about whether the call ahead folks are there or not. When call ahead folks arrive and check in, the hostess will click arrive and it will automatically queue them up. But in the meantime, she can continue seating people who walked in. And in this case, Sherry's been waiting about 32 minutes versus a 15-minute quote time. So here's the call, and she'll get a call. So let's do a call ahead. Party of 9. Quote time, say 30 minutes. And rather than walk in, we click call in, and he'll want to call, and we click finish. So you can see when the call aheads are queued up, they have the arrive button. Now let's say, well, Sherry has arrived, so click arrive. And what happens here is Sherry's automatically queued up at the top of the wait list since she did call ahead. Now it's up to the host whether she seats her first or not. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and seat Sherry, and we click call because we want to send Sherry a call. So we wait. The call takes about 10 or 15 seconds to go out since it's actually dialing a number. And that number 1 represents that the call has been sent. One call has been sent. In this case, we're going to wait and see if Sherry arrives. So here comes the call, if you can hear it. So in this case, that's what the call sounds like. Hello. And that's the call notification. In this case, Sherry showed up. We'll seat her at table 3 and click seat. Now she's out of the queue. Now John's been waiting a while, and Bob hasn't really been, but let's see Bob. So we'll send Bob a text. And this 1 demonstrates that Bob has been notified 1 time via text. And when the text message arrives and hits Bob, Bob will be seated. Same thing with John. Send a text to John. Same thing. That simple. Now in the sense of Roger, Roger showed up. We hit arrive. He's at the top of the queue. Now we find out Roger has some other people in his party. We can hit the edit key. Just add in the additional folks. Maybe an additional quote time. Five more minutes. And he decided he wants a text message rather than a call. Click finish. And there it is, 8 to 10. Oh, here's those text messages, by the way, for Bob and John. And so there's Bob. Easy peasy. Okay, we're all set. See the other text message. And now we'll seat Roger. Oh, we didn't notify Roger yet. Let's notify Roger. But let's seat Bob. He showed up at the host stand. See. And we'll see John. Heard his text message come through, so he showed up. And once Roger gets here, we'll seat him. So anyhow, that's how the waitlist system works. Where you change your seating message is right here. Nope. That's Roger's. So let's say Roger showed up, we'll seat Roger. You don't have to assign a seat number if you don't want to. So that's that. And that's the seating message that goes out as part of the text message. And here's some other handy features. Here's a report feature, which would show you by date the number of people who were seated, and there's some other reports we can add in as well if you'd like. So that's kind of handy. People like that. And if you did have the mobile marketing component, you had folks who opted into your mobile campaign, you can put in here local grill special and show text to server. Something as simple as that. Obviously, you have 160 characters to work with, and click broadcast, and that would send out to all the folks in your mobile marketing list. And that's great to drive traffic instantly, because literally, you heard how quickly those text messages hit the phone, especially drive time. People coming home from work trying to figure out what they're going to do for dinner. Some of the other features we have in here is even, I don't have it set up, but a mobile menu creator. Campaign to be active. Click next. Message title could be Boca Specials. Lunch. And text for 10% off. Good through 8/31. And then here, which is kind of cool, you can actually put in your menu items. You get the idea. And what we do for you is we'll load up your logo, so when you send out your message, you can actually send out a mobile message. Your text message comes out with a link at the bottom of it that opens up to a mobile web page with your logo and your specials. Pretty cool, huh? And click next and you can send it. So that's what we have at Mobile Matradee. Please stay tuned for further how-to cast. Thanks again.